Hi there, Mouseketeers! Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum and we always whistle while we work. Please like and subscribe so you won't miss out on upcoming Disneyland videos. Today's top 10 list is going to be focused on traditional rides, so no shows or evening spectaculars or even transportation rides like the railroad or monorail. With that in mind, let's talk top 10 rides at Disneyland. Number 10, The Jungle Cruise. Starting out the list is a Disneyland classic. Walt himself worked extensively on this ride. It's really a silly ride. While the show building and queue make it seem like it'll be a serious ride, comedy delivering skippers tell some pretty punny jokes as you make your way around the Amazon, Nile, and Mekong rivers. It's fun and funny, relaxing and exciting all at the same time. The Jungle Cruise combines some gorgeous real flora and an impressive river set with campy animatronics which showcase a history of the genre. For me, it's not a day at Disneyland without a visit to Trader Sam and the Jungle Cruise. Number 9, Soarin' Around the World. We are not always the biggest fans of screen-based attractions, yet Soarin' is a unique experience and makes the top 10 for us. The ride vehicle feels like being on a hang glider, and it is truly fun. The video for Around the World and its predecessor Soarin' over California are thrilling, although I think Around the World has better transitions. The smellitizers providing scents add a lot to this particular experience. This is also a ride that your entire family can enjoy together. Coming in at number 8 is Space Mountain. Space Mountain utilizes the guest's imagination in a way that few other rides do. This coaster is not that fast, nor has that many steep drops, yet when you combine it with Disney magic and most importantly, our own imagination, this becomes one of the most thrilling rides of your life. Walk into a spaceport and blast off into space on this beautiful modern classic that has been thrilling guests for over 40 years. Number 7 is Splash Mountain. While Song of the South is probably the least PC movie Disney has ever made, this ride survives because it has all the elements of a great theme park attraction. It's cool on a hot day with lots of water, waterfalls, fountains, and splashing. There are several great animatronics that communicate an effective story arc and experience. It has thrilling drops, twists, and turns, and it's a nice length. It has catchy, upbeat music, dark, scary music, and cute, fuzzy Disney creatures. Plus, it has beautiful, immersive scenery that you won't ever forget. Last, but definitely not least, it provides one of the best ride photos in the park. Number 6 is the Indiana Jones Experience. This ride is a can't miss, offering a quintessential Indiana Jones adventure within a huge jungle temple. You take off in some pretty unique ride vehicles to save Indy, or maybe he ends up saving you. It's actually hard to tell. But it doesn't really matter because you have a great adventure with many moments reminiscent of Indiana Jones movies. This ride was a game changer for the industry when it opened and has been copied around the world, but nothing comes close to the original in Disneyland. You are sure to love this bold and heavily themed attraction. Let's take a moment to give a shout out to some honorable mentions. Also, please like and subscribe if you have not done so yet. Putting them together, Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters and Toy Story Midway Mania are interactive shooter game / rides. They're fairly similar in concept, although we prefer the practical elements of Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters over the screens of Toy Story Midway Mania. And a second honorable mention are the Matterhorn bobsleds and the Incredicoaster. These did not make the list because we didn't want it to be all coasters. The Matterhorn, though, was difficult to not put on the top 10 as it is a Walt original and it is an awesome ride. The theming, especially from the outside, is amazing, but it only has one lift and a few abominable snowman moments. We love you, Harold. So it had to go. Even less themed is the Incredicoaster, especially when compared to the rest, but it is a huge thrill ride coaster and a lot of fun adding a lot of kinetic energy to the park. At number 5, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. We really like this new ride and think it's miles above all the other screen and motion simulator rides in the park. This ride is just fun. You get a nice sized group to experience the ride with. There are about 6 of you, so you have a really good chance of actually getting to know your crew just a little bit. And the graphics and ride experience are cutting edge. We are sure it will have a great life in the park and evolve over time as well. Roaring in at number 4, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. For the Disneyland Beat staff, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad rises above the other coasters in the resort to make the top 5 of this list. Big Thunder is classic Disney fun. It has a great theme and backstory, but perhaps it is the use of practical elements that puts it over the top. It has 3 lift hills with dark ride sequences and tons of animatronics in addition to a brilliant immersive landscape, which includes mountains, caves, and an entire town. No other coaster has as much to offer. Again, we still love you, Harold. Number 3 is the Haunted Mansion. This attraction combines the macabre with the humorous and multiple ride systems with amazing effects to create a classic Disneyland experience. It satisfies the history buffs with elements designed by original Imagineers, while also being a ride that sees constant improvement and upgrading as new technologies become available. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, Disneyland cast the mold on this ride, and it has the best version around. The second best ride in the Disneyland Resort is Radiator Springs Racers. Disney was doing something right when they built Cars Land in Disney's California Adventure. It's one of the best looking lands they have ever constructed, and it's very accessible with plenty to do for everyone. So of course they needed to do something special for the land's e-ticket attraction. Well, they built the best ride in DCA. Radiator Springs Racers is a technological marvel. It's based on the test track system from Epcot, but it improves on the original dramatically with the Cars narrative overlay. An example of how they went all out on this ride is when they built it in 2012, each one of the cars cost $500,000 to construct. It combines dark ride and thrill ride experience, including you in the story, and even engages you in friendly competition with fellow guests. You get to experience several of the moments from the movie, but they happen to you. It's not a passive experience. It's another ride people of any age will enjoy. The best ride at all of Disneyland is Pirates of the Caribbean. This amazing ride was the last ride that Walt Disney himself worked on in the park. They say he had a special raft built so he could experience the ride from the guest's perspective when he was very ill. It has a nice historic queue, and once you are inside, it's very impressively themed. With waterfalls, caves, pirates, music, and amazing effects, it's a can't-miss experience. A thrilling story arc builds to an exciting climax and denouement. It's a ride you can experience with your family again and again at any age for a lifetime. And actually, there's just something about Pirates of the Caribbean that makes it great that's quite hard to explain. It is our favorite ride of all time. Well, that's it today for the Disneyland Beat. Be sure to let us know what your favorite ride at Disneyland is in the comments down below. Please take a moment to like and subscribe so you don't miss another Disneyland Beat. See you real soon, Mouseketeers.